In this video, I will show different ways to promote your meme coin. I will split this video into two parts, paid promos and free ones. Let's start with paid. So far, after testing many strategies, I can say that paying influencers is probably the most effective paid way of marketing. If done correctly, you can generate 2, 3, 5x or more return on your investment into marketing. But it's not as easy as it seems at first glance. You gotta look for influencers with a follower count that fits your budget. Of course, the more you're ready to spend, the better results you'll likely get. So, if you're on a tight budget and can't afford top-tier influencers, you'll need to dig deeper in the trenches of crypto Twitter. Search for accounts with 3,000 to 10,000 real followers and good engagement. This is where it starts tough. You see, it's not that simple to find a good KOL with actually real followers and nice engagement. You also have to make sure that the audience actually trusts the author. I've seen many cases where accounts with 5K, 10K, or even 20K followers promote tokens, but those tokens cannot even bond. This happens because the audience doesn't trust the influencer. They may follow and like their posts, but they won't buy anything they shill. This likely occurs because the influencer promoted scams in the past or just has a bad reputation. You see, finding a good influencer is like hunting for the next Pepe. You have to do a history check, verify if followers are real, check engagement, etc. Once you've found a good KOL, agreed on a price, paid them, and after their post, you still don't get results, that's a whole other story. It's more likely that the audience doesn't trust the project enough yet. Even if they did, only a minor percentage of the audience on smaller accounts will actually see the tweet. That's why I recommend, when working with smaller accounts, to create a package deal. Instead of paying for a single tweet, you could negotiate for 3 or more posts over the course of a week. This way, you save money and get better results from the promotion. Now, let's move on to free methods. If you don't have the budget for marketing your project, you can still promote it for free. In some cases, this can even be more effective than paying influencers. I already made a video on this topic, but since then the game has changed a little. What you can still do is fake launches. It's an effective method to get eyeballs on your project. How it works is that you basically launch a fake copycat version of your token with the same name, logo, description, etc. The main part is that it should lead to Twitter and the other socials of your token, so that when people see a fake token you launched, they click on Twitter, scroll, and see your project. If they like it, they follow you and wait for the project to launch. I also recommend making some dev buys when launching copycats, though it's optional. That way people will see that dev bot and think that it's a real copycat someone launched because this is a hyped project. When you simply launch 10 copycats and no one of them has any buys, people start realizing that it is made artificially just to promote token. The main thing when launching fake tokens is to make sure your project looks appealing and stands out between dozens of other tokens launching at the same time. This method generates literally thousands of views in a matter of minutes and is still considered one of the most effective free methods. Another free and very good way of promoting tokens is a reply guy strategy. This is exactly what the Gork used, along with other methods, to become one of the most discussed tokens on CT. By the way, the next video I'm planning to publish will explain in detail how Gork promoted their token and what methods they used to become the top trending token and get featured by Elon. Let me know if I should post it. So the reply strategy is focused on picking 10 to 20 accounts that have the audience you need and constantly commenting on their new posts. It's also important to not add accounts to your comment list that are too popular, for example Elon, because their audience is too broad and they already have many competitors who use this same strategy. Like, did you ever notice some popular CT accounts you follow are commenting under Elon or other popular accounts? They're already implementing this strategy, and this is one of the reasons they grew to that point. Anyway, so you created a list of mid-size audience accounts. Now you have to start commenting under their posts. It's also important to comment as soon as possible when they post, preferably trying to be in the first 3 to 5 comments. It is simply because Twitter algo works this way. The majority of tweets are only getting traction in the first 24 hours of the post, and the comments it shows are comments from the big accounts. So for you, with your newly created account and 0 followers, you gotta act fast. Also, make sure to comment actually stuff that is valuable and appropriate to the context. You don't want to look like these bots who comment random shit and people absolutely hate them. They just get instantly blocked. So that is all the ways I wanted to show for this video. Like I said, in the future I am planning to post more videos on different and unique ways to promote your token that you likely never heard or used before. Just let me know.